we're making a... So, wait, okay. We'll get from the beginning.
Yeah. So from the beginning, we're making a movie.
Yeah, we're making a movie. Technically, it's a movie. It's not a full-length movie. It's
feature film.
Kinda. It's gonna be like 47 minutes. That's what the runtime is probably gonna be around. But anyway, we just finished filming actually last week, Saturday, about August. Let's see. We were on Xbox, and this guy was like, "I have a dream I want to tell you about," and you can tell about the dream.
Yeah, wild dream, hyper realistic almost at my cabin. And, like, kind of a lucid dream, like, I knew it was a dream, kind of. Like, my cat was there. My cat would never be up north. So, I'm making dinner. There's somehow a TV. We don't have a TV there either. Somehow a TV. And on the TV there, I was talking about some weird storm that's coming in. I'm like, I'm going to eat my dinner, and I'm gonna go to bed, let the storm pass. It'll be a good sleep. Eat my dinner. I can't remember what the fuck happened. Good lord. Getting ready to put, like, dishes away, doing whatever the fuck I was doing in the dream. Are we allowed to swear on this channel? I see, like, lighting up one of the windows, and I'm like, what's out there? Like, it looked like a flashlight. Like, there's something out there. Someone's on my land. I gotta get them. So I look out the window. I look to where the light was coming from, and, like, a fireball slams into the window. I'm like, that was crazy. And I look back, and it's a Wendigo. Like,
I'll put up a picture of a Wendigo for anyone that doesn't know. It's a supernatural creature, like a
deer.
That's actually,
humanoid.
I think, that's a common misconception, I think, because I don't actually think the Wendigo is a deer creature. I think it's like just an emaciated person. I don't know where the deer thing came into play.
But it had a goddamn deer head, all right?
Yes.
Because up north, deer. Yep. Anyway.
Yep. And when you think Wendigo, you think... Anyway. Yep.
So yeah, I'm like, oh my god, that's why we never keep the curtains open, because things are going to get us. So I close that curtain. I look, the one in down the hallway window is still open. So I go to run to close that one. I look, and there's another one coming from a different area. I'm like, they're both screaming at me. I'm like, oh my god, this is it. Close that window. The last one is at a window just above the bed I was going to sleep in. And I go to run to close it, and there's one coming from that way screaming at me. This one's like floating toward me. I'm like, alright. I throw the blanket over my head, and then I wake up from the dream with the blanket over my head. And I thought I was a goner. Woke up, and I'm like, don't take the blanket off. It's the only thing keeping you alive. I finally, like, peek open. I'm like, oh, I'm home. That was wild. And then, like, I couldn't get back to sleep. It was a terrible dream.
So after he told me that, it got, the creative process rolling on how we could make this into a short film or whatever. And then so August 22nd, 2023, already over a year ago, we started the script, and it got pretty...
Well, we didn't even start the script yet. We were texting back and forth about it.
Yep.
And I was at work. And I'm like, didn't have anything to do, so I just started scribbling stuff down on the yellow notepad I have there. Sending ideas back, and I'm like, oh my god, this is genius.
Yep, because nothing is better than that feeling when you first think of an idea, and you just can't stop putting it onto paper. Like, that's just great.
Yep.
And then the scene that you were writing, I forgot what it was, but it is in the movie, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
I think it was I don't remember what conversation it was, but anyway, so we did that, and then it might have been like a week after that I realized, like, this might turn out to be bigger than a short film, because a short film, when I had the idea, I thought this was gonna be like 2 to 5 minutes, but now it's way bigger than that. It's gonna be like 50 minutes, 47 maybe.
We have a budget that we went way over. It's golden.
We spent some money on it, so we finished the screenplay May 22nd of 2024. The very first day of shooting was on the 25th of May, and we filmed the opening scene with Matt, Madison, and Tristan, which that kind of let us know how this process was going to go, because this is the first time we've ever made something like this, something like a movie like this with an actual camera, mic, and lights and all that. And as I knew I would, I did forget something. This was not the first day of filming. The first day of filming was actually on May 15th. I don't know why I always forget this, but it's like it's a Mandela effect. I always, for some reason, remember First day being with Matt and Tristan, but no, it was this day right here. Matt and Greg were filming this kind of loading up scene. So yeah. So June 1st was our next big day. We filmed in a great strip of city, and there was this one church I'd always gone by that I was like, I want to get that in the background of whatever scene we do, and it's in the background in one of my favorite scenes where we meet up for the first time. And then
You gotta love the teenagers thinking we're doing
yes,
a McDonald's commercial.
oh my gosh, because we had the McDonald's bag for a scene. He brings it for lunch, and we had these group of kids behind us, and they're like, "Are you guys filming a McDonald's commercial?" And then so the next big filming day was June 7th of this year. We went up north to his brother's house, and we used a building he has in his backyard as the cabin.
Some guest house, if you want to call it that.
Yep. And so that was a huge success. I'm not going to really get into detail about it because it's about 90% of the movie. There was one day, the last day we were there, I was so flippin' cold. Like, it was so windy. It wasn't even the temperature that was cold. It was so windy. In the scene, my shirt, there's some pokage, I'm just saying. And then so in August, we got a couple shots. We got some shots for the little montage we have, and we got one shot of a roller shot of a vehicle that I won't talk about. It took some convincing, but it turned out pretty nice. Title, Pleonexia. I'm going to read from the little note I have here because I'm not going to remember all of it, and I like what I wrote. I wanted something unique for the title, and it's a word that maybe not a lot of people have heard of. The title is obviously one of the most important things to a movie. It's basically the first thing you see on the poster. And I wrote down a total of 78 titles on my phone before I got to Pleonexia. 78, just a list. I might actually show it in the video, like some of the ones I had. There's like different words for different sentences and all that. And
some of them we thought were just golden. And then we look back like the next day and we're like, ah, yes, fog in the woods or something stupid like that. Well, and we're like, that ain't it.
Some titles that we had for like a week or a couple weeks even that we thought was it, and then that would be like a couple weeks later I'd be like, all right, I thought of another one, and I thought that would be it, but anyway.
And then there were some where we had a good title that we all agreed on, and then we look it up and it was the name of another movie already, and we're like,
that was another thing that I really tried to do was, because there's so many short films out there and different films, and I just really tried not to have one that was the same exact title as that, even though I wasn't, like, I would write one down not knowing that someone had already had it. And so Pleonexia, originating from the Greek, is defined as the insatiable desire to have what rightfully belongs to others. And greed plays a big role in this movie, which even that is funnier to say, because I remember thinking when we first started thinking about the movie, it was just going to be a silly short film about Wendigos breaking into the cabin. Now we're talking about greed and
having a
all
plot, and things have to make sense now.
And about it being called a movie, yeah, it's a movie, but is it feature film title worthy? Maybe, I don't know. But I have some factoids here. It was, according to the Screen Actors Guild, a feature film is classified as anything over 80 minutes, but the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science classify them as anything over 40 minutes. So according to that, yeah, it's a feature film, but it really doesn't matter. So yeah, it'll probably be around 47 minutes. What we have is 47 minutes, I think, so far.
And that tracks. When you're doing a screenplay, they say every page is a minute, and we have, so like it started out, we were like, yeah, it'll be short, like 10, 15. And then we just kept writing and writing. We're at page 46 right now, and we still have 2 pages to go.
By no means is this a expertly crafted movie or whatever like that, because it's like our first
subpar acting.
But it was fun. That's the most important thing. Putting the ideas to paper and then seeing them on screen. Even though I wrote some of the stuff, and like it's still cool to see it on screen.
Watching it come to life of, all right, come behind the camera and check this out. It's just, you're like, hey.
Yep. And I want to give a thanks to Donovan Jarvis, who has a YouTube channel. He writes music. I was looking for a specific type of music I was looking for the movie, and he got it, that's for sure. Like his stuff, that's what it came, like you know, yeah. So today is Friday, so next Friday the trailer is coming out. I'll say that right now. This video is coming out Saturday, tomorrow for us. Something like that. Okay, so I know there's gonna be something I'm gonna forget to say. Overall, I think we got everything. Yeah, we filmed there, city, another place that I'm really happy that we got to film that I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna save it for the movie. I think that should be all good. Bye bye.